everybody, and welcome to Radiant Love's Love Talk. My name is Angel D. Thomas, and I am the founder and CEO of Radiant Love. Radiant Love was established in 2017. Radiant Love exemplifies the power of beauty, boldness, and self-confidence. I just want to encourage everyone to be the best version of themselves. Y'all be bold, y'all be beautiful, y'all be you. So Love Talk was created to shine light on kings and queens. It's a place I want us to come and inspire each other. I want us to relate. I want us to agree to disagree. It's just a comfortable platform that I created to shine light on kings and queens so that our radiant light can just shine. So tonight's guest is Ken, who is an artist, and I am super duper excited because I just love art. So without further ado, let me add the guests for tonight. So welcome to Love Talk. I am super excited that you accepted to be a guest on here because I just see your work all over and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I have to get in touch with the artist. So let me just introduce you to the people. So y'all, 10 times out of 10, if you are from or have been to New Orleans, you have seen her work. Ken is a well-known artist that was born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana. Ken saw the city of New Orleans as her canvas, and with her art has contributed to the beauty of New Orleans. Joining us tonight, like I said, is Ken, who is an artist. Hey, Ken.
Hey, how you doing, Andrew? How you doing?
I am doing well. Thank you so much. So, y'all, let's jump right on in. So, art is the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in a visual form such as painting or sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or emotional power. That's what art is. At what point in your life did you develop a passion for art?
But really, I developed my passion for art when I was about 6 years old, in elementary school, actually. I was had a fascination with coloring books, so I always said I wanted to make one, and all the time I would take my school paper, anything that I could trace with, and I would trace coloring books page by page, and not to color it, just to make cool pictures, to put them back together to make my own coloring book. So I mean, that's what made me start to want to learn how to make art myself, because I wanted to make a coloring book.
Wow. So it started when you were young, and look how far you have gotten. So far. Oh my goodness, the work is amazing. So
I appreciate that for sure.
No problem. So at what point did you gain the confidence and everything to display your art and allow people to purchase your art?
You know what? That's actually a good question. I really did it in the past it was therapy. So I hid that from a lot of people. A lot of people to this day that have known me my whole entire life, they'll say things like, I didn't know you could do that. Why weren't you doing that when we were in school? And I'm like, yeah, I was. I just didn't show it to you. But I mean, going to college, being majoring in art, it shined a different light on the art as a business versus just, a hobby or something to do. When I was growing up, people only told me things about, like, these starving artists kind of stereotypes and stuff like that. So I thought what I was doing was kind of wrong, because it was like, you wasting your time doing this and you're not gonna make no money. You need to do something that way you're gonna make some money. So I mean, I was really discouraged growing up, and when I got to college, and my professors would show me how their art was displayed in these different restaurants and like different places all over the world. I was like, well, I mean, if you could be a starving, I'm pretty sure y'all not starving doing this. So I mean, once I started to learn the business side of it, it made me more confident and comfortable, just displaying it to the world. I really wasn't trying to sell it initially. I wanted people to just see it. I was trying to see how many people would see it more than anything. And I mean, and people would tell me, hey, you can make a lot of money doing this. And I was like, well, I don't really care, I want people to see it. But I mean, just having different jobs, multiple jobs, chasing a check. Like most people say, I'm gonna chase a check, just having multiple jobs and chasing a check. I don't care how much money I made. I never was fulfilled until
Mm-hmm.
I, went back to doing art. So that was what made me decide to say, hey, you know what? I can make money off this. I spent these years in school, got this degree. I need to go ahead and start selling this stuff. And that's what happened. An older lady at my job, I used to work for the postal service, and the older lady saw some of my artwork, and she was like, why are you here? She was like, promise me you won't stay here. She said, I've been here for 30 years. You're talented. She said, please get out of here. She said, and right before she retired, some years after that, she was like, hey, she was like, I'm leaving. She said, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to see you here 5 years from now. And
Wow.
that really stuck with me. For somebody that really didn't know me to believe in me like that, I was like, okay, cool. And it just pressed me to try to find out more about the industry as a whole. And that's really what made me start selling it and trying to pursue it as a career.
And it's not like you're doing a job, because it's something that you love to do. So you don't mind doing it. And it
Facts.
shows in your work, the passion, the
Thank you.
love behind it. It's not like you just doing it because somebody asking you to do it. No, you're doing it because you
Right.
love to do it. And it
Right.
shows.
That's facts.
So
That's facts.
so creating art is literally a talent. And it really is intriguing to me that you can start off with a blank canvas, or whatever you're about to paint on is blank. And when you
Right.
end, it's literally a masterpiece, like literally. So when you
Thank
first
you.
begin working on something, do you envision what it's gonna look like at the end, or do you just like go with the flow?
You know what? In the beginning, I envision, like, some people, especially when I'm doing projects for people. In the beginning, I definitely would envision what I think is gonna look like. I see it already. Like, I draw it in my head before I touch anything. But as I go along in the process, like, I enjoy the whole process of creating. So it always changed. It's never what I envisioned. Is
Mm-hmm.
always either something way better, than what I could have possibly thought of. So I kind of just let it move me more than
Mm-hmm.
anything.
Yes. And it's I'm gonna just keep saying this because your art is
Yeah, I kind of just
amazing.
let the
It is
process.
literally. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, 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 no. You was just slow on my end. That's okay.
Oh, it had broke up. But I was saying that I'm gonna just keep
Yeah.
saying this throughout this whole thing, that your art is amazing. Absolutely
Thank
amazing.
you. Thank you.
So, Erica, like
Yes.
we said, and excuse my language, keep in mind I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. So a lot of
Right.
artists, whether it's musical or like art, they are very
Right.
critical about their work. They are very like, I
Yes.
have to get this right. I have to do it this way.
Right.
So how critical are you about your work?
Very, very. I'm very critical about my work. I'm almost never satisfied. And that's just because I'm one of those people. I'm very, very, how do you want to say it? I'm a perfectionist. So if it's not perfect in my eyesight, I almost don't want anyone to see it. People see,
Mm-hmm.
when I look at my work, I'm always pinpointing what I could have done better. Like, oh, I should have added this, or oh, I should have not added that and turned this. So I'm very critical about my work, but I am careful to enjoy it, like, and not let
Mm-hmm.
that be a stressor for me. I am careful, because sometimes I would have to just put it down and come back to it because
Mm-hmm.
it's becoming stressful because I'm being so hard on myself. So I'll put something down for days or weeks or even months before I go back to it, just so I can go back to the feeling of it, and not making it feel like work, because I'm trying so hard to make it perfect. But so I've
Right.
actually been more comfortable with the imperfections lately.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and like you say, you have to sometimes put it down and come back to it,
Yeah.
and then you get, yes. When you come back with a clear mind, it always is a
Right.
different route. Yes, yes.
Right.
So you are the
Right.
owner of Kin Six Studio LLC, Visual Art and Paint, and some
Right.
services that y'all offer are doing murals or body painting or interior and exterior painting,
Yes.
live painting.
Yes.
Basically anything that paint can go on, you can put it on. Because I think I saw on your
Thanks.
Instagram
Thanks.
you painted a trumpet, and I was like, wow. So,
Yeah.
and you said this, and I quote: "Sometimes you choose your canvas. Sometimes your canvas chooses you. All the time, you create a masterpiece." So, how do you, as an artist, ensure that everything you touch is a masterpiece?
Because it's real for me. You know, it's real, and I feel like anytime you put your heart into something, like when you really believe into something, it's almost like you can't make you can't not make a masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
It comes from a different place. Like I said, it no longer is a task. It's something else. It's coming from a different place. So I mean, that's how you create masterpieces, because you bring what's inside of you, whether it's your mind, your spirit, whatever you're feeling, you bring what's inside of you into a visual state. So that's how I what makes me feel like it's a masterpiece. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like I said, I won't show it unless I feel that way.
Mm-hmm. Art isn't what you do; is who you are.
Yes,
Yes.
facts, facts. It
Yes.
is, it is.
So,
That's definitely
New
not just the
Orleans.
same.
Yes, that's true. It's really, really true. So
Yeah,
New Orleans is a beautiful place. People come from all over the world to just experience our culture and just everything
right,
about us. And
right.
you happen to contribute to the beauty of New Orleans. And you
Yeah.
have a lot of well-known murals around the city. I was actually talking to my cousin yesterday, telling her all of your work that you have done. And she was like, wow, she did this. I always saw that. I didn't know who did it. And a lot of people
Yeah.
say that. So some of the many well-known things that you have created were We That Chicken and Shrimp restaurants, Willie's Chicken Shack and Pizza Joints. You did the wings on Claiborne Avenue at the Association, the Building
Correct.
Gallery, Pralines, I'm sorry, Mad Chef
Yes.
at 59th, Bell Art Space,
Hmm.
and Crew of Kids Pediatric Center. That's just to name a few. So,
Yeah.
how do you feel
That's a
knowing
few.
that you
Yeah.
contributed to the beauty of New Orleans?
It makes me feel great. Solely because that was my initial goal. Like it's never, still to this day, it was never about money for me. It was never about a check.
Mm-hmm.
It was never about anything. It was just about getting people to see what I can do, and see what's in my head, what I come up with, stuff like that. So a lot of it was always for that. So the
Mm-hmm.
fact that that manifested, is something that I'm very proud of. So I feel great knowing that people come from around the world just to take pictures next to murals I've created. So that makes me feel really, really good.
Yes, it is amazing. It is amazing. So, you actually had your first ever art expedition in 2016, and it was called Visualize
Mhm.
America. So, could you please give us the
That's
vision
correct.
behind that and a little bit about it?
Okay, that show came about when things were happening of course in America. It was like 2016 where there was like the murder, Trayvon Martin, and just everybody that was murdered, um, wrongfully, police brutality, wrong identity, whatever, mistaken identity, whatever it was just so much going on. Um, Within the African American community, and I felt like I said, I'm an artist, so it's a feeling more than anything, and I really felt that that was my way of speaking and allowing
Mm-hmm.
other visuals to speak. um so I wanted to create that to shine light on what was happening, but to still give it some light and toward like a better future. So I wanted
Mm-hmm.
artists to create. I curated that show for artists to bring awareness to what's going on, as well as through a visual aspect, bring a solution, if that makes any sense.
Yes. Yes. So, since then, have you had another one?
I have not curated any shows. I've been in several collective shows, probably about maybe 10 or 12 collective shows. I'm gonna curate. I waited to curate my next show because it's gonna be my solo show, and so I'm doing a lot of big things for it. So that is gonna be my next big show. But I've been in several shows after that. Maybe about 12 shows or more.
Oh
That's
wow.
all I could think of off the back right now. But I've done several shows after that.
So just keep us abreast of when you're gonna have another one,
Definitely
because
will.
I'm in
I
Houston,
definitely will.
but it's nothing to take a ride to New Orleans. I'll
Yeah,
definitely come
definitely will.
support.
I
Yes.
definitely
So
will.
thank you. Please do. So where do you visualize your art taking you?
You know what? My passion for my art, I want my art to be. I have collectors right now that's in England, and yeah, I have a huge passion for the youth. I've always had a passion for the youth. So honestly, I would love for more of my work to be collected, but I would like to do a lot of things geared toward the youth, like being able to
Mm-hmm.
offer um private lessons to the children that can't afford it,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully somewhere along the line starting an art school in the city. We have an art school in Sunoka, is great. But I wanna start a art school where it's a private art school. So
Mm-hmm.
like it's just a lot that I want to do with the youth, because I was, like I told you, I wasn't, when I started, I wasn't one of those people that was encouraged to be an artist, was
Mm-hmm.
encouraged to be a creator, so we're living in a different world for sure. And
Right.
just me being a creator and an entrepreneur is really, it's the way of the world
Mm-hmm.
coming in the future. So I want to be that voice for kids. I want to be that example for the youth that was my age. Right now, that 6-year-old that's sitting there painting or drawing or whatever they're doing. Like, I want to be that person to show them, hey, if you are drawing and you have somebody around you telling you, hey, you need to be a doctor, lawyer, we need to unlearn a lot of those things. So
Right.
it's like
Right.
I really want to be that example for the youth, to let them know, hey, if you want to be an artist at 6, this is possible. You can do that. There's no such thing as starving artists. The person who probably called me that make less money than me. So it's just like it's one of those things where I really want to be that impact and
Mm-hmm.
change the dynamic of the African American kid, just to let us know we can be these things. We can make toys for a living. We can, sew things for a living. Like, it doesn't
Yes.
have to be a
Yes.
hobby. So that's really what my overall goal is. And I want to touch as many children, as many of my teens and as I can around the world, not just in New Orleans, of course, but just around the world. I want to be that example for them. So that's my end goal.
I got chill bumps just listening to it. Because it's like you said, we need to unlearn a lot of things,
Yeah,
especially in our
yeah,
community.
for sure,
And just
for
to,
sure.
and a lot of my platform is that. And just to hear other people talking about it, it just brings so much joy and excitement to me, because we are headed
Mm.
in the right direction. So I just want to
Yes,
encourage you
yes,
to just go with that. Go with your move. Do it, because you can do it. You ain't no,
for
not
sure.
you are going to do it. You're gonna do it. Yes. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. So, how can someone interested in working with you or getting some work done get in contact with you?
You can contact me. I'm very open. I had things going through an assistant, but I like being personal with my clients, because in any type of business or sales, I believe in selling yourself before a product or a service. You are the service. You have to be the
Mm-hmm.
service. So at this point, it's like, really, I'm very open. My DMs, you can contact me there. My phone number is on my page as well, and my email addresses. So text message, you can text at 504-249-2806. That is the number, my direct contact number. And my Instagram at Ken is Art. You can contact me there through email at ken6studionola@gmail.com. So those are the places that you can directly contact me, that I have hands-on access to.
Y'all make sure y'all contact her. Go check out her work, because I'm going to keep saying this. It is amazing, y'all. She is a beast. I am not lying to
Thank
y'all
you.
at all. You are so welcome. So my philosophy is be bold, be beautiful, be you. I live by that. I encourage it to everybody. I write it
Yes.
all over my house, and I say it a billion times a day. So what is the
Yes.
philosophy that you live by and stand on?
do what you love and the money will follow.
Ooh,
You have
yes,
to,
say
you
that
have
again.
to do what you love and the money will follow. Don't chase
Yes.
a check, chase your passion. Passion always meets purpose. You're gonna get to where you need to get if you following the purpose and the passion in it.
Ooh,
Checks is extra. Checks is extra. So that's never, don't ever let that be the reason, your reason. You have to have a why. And your why can't be a check.
wow.
And another thing too is believe. And people say believe in faith. They say those words all the time, like, oh, I have faith, I believe in this, or but belief and faith are not words, they're feelings. So you have to feel those things. You can't just say I believe. You have to feel like you believe. You can't just say I have faith. You have to have faith. You have to feel those things. You have to know this is gonna happen.
Wow, I got chill bumps again. Another word, yes. So, like you said, do not chase the check. The money will come. Follow your passion, and that is so true. That was just told to me a couple days ago by my husband. Do not chase the check. Chase your passion. Do what you love, and that's gonna come. It is gonna come. So. Yes, and I have a philosophy wall. All my guests, I type it up. I type up their philosophy and I put it on my wall. So your philosophy just got added to my wall.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
No problem. So y'all, this is Ken. I want y'all to check out her work and tell her Radiant Love sent y'all. And at this moment, I just want to open up the floor to you to just let everyone know anything that you have going on or what you want us to know.
I don't know if y'all pay attention to my page, but after every post I say keep watching, because I have so much in store, so much in my head, so many things that I'm working on currently that I can't physically, talk about right now. But I mean, I'm gonna have a whole lot going on, and things that my customers and followers and fans and supporters, everybody can be a part of. So I actually have something coming up. I'm doing a raffle to raise money to start teaching private lessons to kids who are unable to afford it. So that's something that's coming up in the very near future, within the next few weeks. So you please be on the lookout for that. Support that. Make sure everybody else support. Get your kids involved for sure. I'm gonna be working on a collaborative exhibition with me and some kids, where they'll help me finish their painting. It's just so much I have in the works right now. So like I said, you just gotta keep watching, please keep watching.
Definitely. So like I said, this is Ken. Her Instagram name is @KenIsArt on Instagram. Y'all follow her. Go keep watching, because I will keep watching. I want to keep us posted on whenever you have anything, because like I said, it's nothing to take a drive to New Orleans. And I just want to give you all the encouragement and love and let you know that we see your work, we love your work, and just keep doing it because we love it. We absolutely love it. I'll speak for myself. I love it. You are doing an amazing job.
I'm extremely grateful for you all. Trust me. If without you all, reposting these interviews, all of this is the reason why, I can do what I do. So I definitely appreciate that from the bottom of my heart.
You are so welcome. So I just want to thank you for being a guest on Love Talk. I want y'all to make it safe where y'all going. And I am looking forward to working with you again. And y'all, thank y'all for viewing. Y'all check her out. Y'all make sure to be bold. Y'all be beautiful. Y'all be you. And y'all have a good night. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Angel. Appreciate it.
All right. Bye-bye.